have gone to like a bi-monthly schedule or something much sooner. I know it would have slowed down a lot of the new players to the game, but holy fuck, it would have made their lives a lot easier, I think. It really would have done. Because a lot of things were rushed. I mean, we're getting a space industry update now. I mean, arguably that should have all been in the space update. You know, that should just been one thing with loads of new shit that everybody had come back to the game to play. Whereas at the minute, I think a lot of the die-hard fans are coming back to play it. But saying that, I'm seeing people like Sips playing the game now. Although Sips hasn't played it for a year. And he sucked balls as well. He really struggled a little bit. Because a lot's changed since he came back. And he's kind of a perfect example of what I've been fearing for a while. That Klei have made so many changes to this game and still have so little documentation in the game that for a new player, it is a nightmare. It's kind of a perfect example of it. But he's still a very entertaining guy. I like Sips. He's a good guy. We'll keep Sips. He's one of my faves. Of course, you can heat metals up to come guess. I know you can, mate, but that's not going to happen here. I've got no additional heat. I've not got like a volcano or anything daft. This is just gold. So we can let this pool up a little bit. It might interact with the pump. I don't know if it'll go above 2 tiles. I think it will overpressurize before then. If it does, I've cooked the pump. It's made out of gold. It should be fine. We'll see. But I can at least get this vacuum now, because we're now down to 13.9 cycles. Which is a little bit worrying. Are we vacuumed down here yet? How are we getting on? No. Down to hydrogen levels now, though. So it shouldn't be too long. Shouldn't be too long. It'll save me some power in the long run, because I won't need filters and stuff. Okay, we're pumping. Come on, Travaldo, you can do more than that, I believe. I believe. You've got it in you, Travaldo. Make it happen. I use some oil pool that interacts with metal plates and which volcano drips, and also interacts with my super arm so it doesn't break. Yeah, we'll probably end up doing something like that, Leppy. I'm trying to devise a way to keep some of the gold. I mean, maybe I should have made this 1 tile wider and had a door with a tile either side of it open, so that I could split my stream, if you like, split the beam. Because I was kind of thinking I'd like to boil some sour gas with this. I mean, in fairness, when we get to space, we've got other shit that we can boil sour gas with. Just aqua tuners will do it a piece of piss. So I might just use this just to collect the gold. We'll see. But for now, I want to get this room vacuumed for safety. Then this can start doing what it wants. It's not going to output shitloads anyway. It's 10 kilos a second for 50 seconds every cycle and a half. So it's going to take a good while to fill this up. Which means I can be tinkering my stuff down here. Now that we've got rid of all this other crap, by the way, we can now do some stuff here as well. So let's do a quick mop. I don't want to get any little bits of liquid mopped up before we drop anything else down. Let's do a quick cheeky mop, and then we can start setting out our build for our metal refineries and get them back online. Because I'm very conscious that our steel production has completely fucking halted, and it's worrying me a little bit. Because space is coming. So let's now look at this bottom room. I want this one done first, but obviously this mechanised airlock is in contact with the air, so I need to do this bottom room as well. Which will be fine. And I think we might just do the old tiles with some liquid being pumped through it. My original plan was to use the metal refinery to solidify the gold, but then that doesn't actually cool it further than what I need. So maybe we'll do an aqua tuner setup as well. We'll see. But yeah, we'll get all this crap gone first. And then we can start building some tiles down here. So I'm not sure how much space we're going to want. Honestly, I've resolved not to play this game again until they have something approaching a final build. They reckon they're close now, Nerd. That's kind of what Winter was talking about before. They've announced now it's just polishing from here on out. So whether we'll get much more content remains to be seen. I think the game needs more content. I think it desperately needs more content. I think it needs more early to mid-game content rather than super late-game content. Because let's face it, most people's early game rush now is pretty much the same. You know, people want to get their electrolyzers down as quick as they can, get the basic materials to get space capped off, and then fuck about with space. For most people, for the most part, I would say. Fuck. Fucking door. Troll. I'm going to build the ladder up here just so I can double skin this a bit easier. I'd like to see some more early to mid-game content for the newer players. That's kind of my feelings. You can remove the door. I can with debug, Winter, but I don't use debug in my playthroughs. I've said this to you before. You shouldn't either. Sets a bad precedent. Sets a bad precedent to new players. Need to have some tutorial scenarios. I don't know if tutorials are what they need. I think just maybe the occasional pop-up alert with "Did you know?" with like a dupe there. Did you know? You can cook certain materials. Make sure you click on them to see what they turn into. Things like that. Do you know what I mean? Miss the good old times of the Void. Yeah, I miss the Void. The Void was incredible. Incredible. Until they blow up. Voids were great until you rely on them and then they destroy themselves for some weird reason. That always sucked balls. Okay, so we're a vacuum here now, so now we need to vacuum this out. Which is why I'm kind of rushing to do this room now. I can just open this door, but it'll take ages because the gas passing through one tile will be a pain in the ass. So what I'm probably going to do, I'll put a liquid lock on here and just put a pump that I can remove later. So let's just slap you right there. Trying to pull milligrams of gas through one tile just is a no-go. That's why our geyser builds took so long to do. So that's fine. We've already got the pump in here, so we'll do that. And then we'll just disable this for a minute whilst we're building the rest of this. So yeah, I'm removing all this shit so I can hopefully try and get some sort of liquid lock here. That's kind of my plan. This outer skin is going to be igneous, by the way, so we'll get that put in here. And here. Then I'll need to figure out some liquid piping or something, but we'll come to that in a minute. Okay. So I can actually seal up this side now completely, because we've got two ways to access it, so that's fine. And we'll get our igneous layer in as well. In fact, no. I'm gonna do my liquid lock here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Fucking ruins. They're the worst. Ruins are the worst. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I wish they weren't in the game. Now you can remove it without debug. You can't remove doors, buddy. You can only remove these bits. You can't remove doors or lamps and things like that. Unless they've changed that in a patch that I was unaware of. Gotta get to the gym, see you later, life. Go take it easy, Winter. Much love as ever. Guys, if you haven't before, check out Grind This Game on YouTube. He's a lovely guy. A very much more chill player than I am. He builds totally different than I do. You should definitely check out his channel. He is a love. We like Wintermute here. We like Grind This Game. He can stay. Have a lovely time at the gym, mate. Don't beast yourself too hard. Don't forget leg day. You know the deal. Right. So let me just think here. I'm going to want... I might actually drop this floor down a level. I'm going to want to drop my liquid onto a surface. And we'll probably do that with some tiles, just a single layer of tiles. And then we'll want a little bit of liquid in here. Just like a tile space worth of, as Leppy said, like crude oil or something. The only problem I've got is we need to make sure it's full tiles. We need to make sure it's full tiles. Otherwise, if you've got like a tiny bit of surface oil, do you like if you've got a pool of liquid and you've got like a full tile and then, well, that's a bit of a bad example, but a full tile and, you know, a few hundred kilos on the tile above it, that shit can instantly burn. I'm trying to show you. You know, well, you know what I mean anyway. So like here, we've got 999 kilos, and then above it we've got 42 kilos. That shit will evaporate. So I need to make sure they're full tiles. Trying to sort of figure out where I want to put my liquid lock. Let's just whack a ladder in here so we can get around a bit quicker. How many cycles? Ooh. Let's get rid of you. Let's seal you up. And then we'll put in a liquid lock here or something. They can get round this way. It's going to be a bit janky, but it will have to do. So, let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's rip out a load of this crap. Actually, I'm going to go one lower with this. I'm going to go one lower so it's going to be easy to seal up later. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing as I'm going, which, as you know, always takes me a little bit of a beard scratching moment. A little bit of a beard scratcher. Damn it, Ruby. Get rid of this. There we go. We'll just do that. So we're leaving the opening as big as we can, basically. And then I'll slap some liquids in here. As quick as we can. Actually, we'll shoot one of them. Cool. And we need one more tile on this side. Are you sure about that evaporation thing? My pool's upper layer was like 20 kilos all across since I made my sweeper arms on those tiles. More liquid and it would be flooding. Well, first of all, the sweeper arm thing, I don't have that as a problem because we can now submerge sweeper arms. So you'll be glad to know you can use full tiles now if you want to. But it will happen if you dump a large amount of gold. So I'm probably going to end up having this back up for a bit. So I want to make sure it's full tiles. If I dumped, you know, a whole layer of gold into a pool of 20 kilos of oil, Leppy, I've got a problem. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. If you've got a big amount of gold that dumps periodically, then yeah, you want to make sure you've got full tiles because it needs to be able to absorb that energy before it boils. Like, it's common sense, really. You know, if I dump a ton of oil into 100 kilos of oil, that oil gonna boil. So, never had it stop power before it was built. Yeah. Well, that's kind of, I think I'm probably going to be in that position at the minute. Because I want to start looking at the refinery in a sec. I just want to get this vacuumed and then I'm safe. I don't mind it, you know, backing up a little bit. That is the plan. I'm also conscious that I need to get liquid pipes and stuff in here, you see, which is why I'm sort of building it a bit haphazard at the minute. So, come on, cycle lag. Crude oil, water, 9, go. Nice, nerd. What's a gold, guys? This is what we're looking at here, Foxy. This is a gold volcano. Sorry, I call everything guys or vents. So yeah, you were able to delete the POI doors. You can with debug, but I can't get rid of these unless you're in sandbox or something. Muggins, maybe. I don't know. Turn on your pumps. Make the upper part a vacuum. The upper part is a vacuum. Upper part is a vacuum. What are you talking about? I need to get some liquid in here and do this. This is a vacuum. Ah, okay. Yeah, the little symbols there. Just look for the symbol on the pump. No Fwizzly bits. That's what that means. No Fwizzly bits. I put too much oil in there. I didn't mean to put that much in. I was not paying attention. I now can't mop this very easily. Well, I can. I'll just make it 2 tiles. But how is our... Still waiting on fucking hydrogen. Where's my water? Don't like red things. Icons, stoplights, etc. Warning signs. Oh shit. Never use sandbox or depot. Can't delete the lights, which is super annoying. Maybe you can delete some of the doors, but some of them you can't. I know that much. I don't really know, to be honest. The doors are just in the way. But it's fine. We've double skinned this. It should be fine, I reckon. It's going to be in a vacuum, so it shouldn't be transferring too much heat regardless. I'm just very conscious of the time now. Do we have... I don't think we've got access to actual water. Because I got rid of our pitcher pumps. So let's just slap in and pitcher pump there. What are you doing down here? Oh shit, we've not checked our critters in for God knows how long. Oh shit. Oh shit. We need some of everything. Jesus. Our critters are dying off. Let's get them wrangled. How old are you? Perfect. How old are you? Perfect. Stone hatchling. Perfect. Perfect. I think it's normal hatches that we end up with less of, to be honest. 63, not perfect. Not perfect at all. What have we got over here? 55, 57. Shit. Stone hatches. I think we need more normal hatches. But we'll get all these wrangled. I think that should be enough. Fuck. Shit! I need more normal hatches! 54? 88? No! Right, we'll have to incubate some. Christ. It's not a problem, we've got eggs kicking around. They're all so old! Can you do it via deconstruct? No, I don't think so, bud. If I do deconstruct all, I don't get a symbol. I can do tiles. Tiles is no problem, but... yeah. Fuck knows. Right, I need some water. How's that pump coming along? Is somebody bringing me water? Please. There we go. Right, I don't want much in here, so I can just mop it a bit easier. There we go. So, we'll get our last tile in here. Lovely. And we'll get rid of you. I might just put you in here as well, so we don't... no. I was going to put a pneumatic door in here, but I'm not going to bother. So... might as well get this enabled. Go, go, go. We can still hop up here. It's not the best, but we can get up here for now. Go, go, go. Give power. Make vacuum. So yeah, I'll have a look at this in a second. I really want to get these fucking natural gas gens online. Down to milligrams now. And we've got carbon dioxide to get rid of. This pump won't be working very well at all because this one's bridging into the other one. So this room's going to be last, but I can turn on the supply to just this side once it's a vacuum, for example. So yeah, this one's just sat trying to bridge into this pipe, or trying to bridge into there rather. It's probably got a packet of, like, yeah, polluted oxygen. There we go. I could fix this by putting more bridges in. I might just do that right now, just for speed. So let's just bring this pipe down a little bit. In fact, this could just be any pipe. We'll do a bit of that and that. The old multiple bridge trick. Yeah, whilst I'm looking at it. Lad, do you think you'll do an Oni tutorial series on YouTube once the full game comes out? Definitely, Muggins. I don't want to do a tutorial series in the meantime because you end up with just outdated content that people start taking as gospel, and then they complain at you because, oh my god, this build that you did a year and a half ago doesn't work anymore, you fucking noob. And I don't want that hate in my life, if I'm honest. So yeah, I'll probably do it when the game is more close to being finished. I didn't want to put another vent in Mex. This is quicker and easy, and it's just Igneous that's lying on the floor. So that should work fine now. It's already enough of a mess down here. Critters in the shitters. What, the critters in the toilets? What? Critters in the shitters. Oh, critters in the shitters because they're nearly dying out. Hey. Hey. The fuck? Hey. As much as you are an adorable little lamb, come here! You die this day. How many Drekos have we got, actually? We probably need to get these topped up. Oh no. A couple of eggs in here, probably. Lovely. Yeah, we've got a couple of Dreko eggs going. We'll get our critters sorted, and then we'll be on to a winner. Excellent work, Gene. Excellent work, Gene. What a legend. So yeah, not figured out what I'm going to do with this yet. Probably just a bit of radiant piping behind some metal or something. We don't have anything nearby that we can really use to do it. And I think we'll fuck off the sour gas idea. We'll do something with aquatuners in the future or something. Aquatuners built of, you know, super sexy materials from space. There was hydrogen in that room. It might get stuck into that one tile hole after the water lock. Oh, possibly. It'd eventually come out, but we'll do that for speed if you want. I just kind of want to leave this open a little bit. We will slap in another igneous tile here. You're right, Leppy. That's a good one. I think the hydrogen's mostly up here, to be honest, now. 10 cycles. I'd never noticed that. Winter's quite right. They did definitely seem to jump then, didn't it? Like it jumped from 17.7 that it was stuck on for a bit to like 15. So this might jump to like 8 next or something. Your battery still isn't connected. What? Oh, motherfucker. Sorted. I'm sorry. If you've told me this already, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I forgot. Did you tell me that? Did I ignore you? If I did, I am so sorry. Connect your battery! Sorry. Sorry. I think I went on a debug rant from what you... Sorry, Sorted. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you, mate. I went on a debug rant from what you said. Like, get rid of it with debug. I'm so sorry. It's fine, though. We'll get this done. There we go. Now they won't cycle till they're dead. Go! Very good, very good. Who's the critter starvation, by the way? Stone hatches. Yeah, that's fine. Did we get our stone numbers back up? We're at 8 in this room now, and 7 over here. Probably need one more stone hatch, don't we? Try and get one that's not 108. I think all these are old boys. Stone hatchling. Perfect. There we go. And we'll just get some little hatches. Ah, speak of the devil. Perfect. I like this system. It could be better. I know it could be better, but it does the job, and it means I don't need to do as much fannying about, which, as you know, I hate the micromanagement of critters. I really hate it. Lovely. Alright, let's get rid of these ladders, and then we'll do a bit of a low priority. I want to do like a little cover for this, so I don't have any dramas with like liquid falling down or anything. So I'm going to get rid of... you. And do the same over here. And we'll put in a joint plate there. And I can rip out all of this crap as well. Get rid of all you. Because we're dropping goodies down here that I don't really want them to be doing. In fact, we can reach all this, can't we? So let's just do that. We'll just get all this crap swept up. Oh, you fucker. How did you manage that? Why? Oh, well, we'll forget that exists. Nobody point that out. Nobody point that out. This can be done with anything, by the way, so we'll use probably igneous. We've got shitloads of igneous. I would say. Got more igneous than anything, really. Lovely. Needs a new one left. We passed 100. What's that, sorry? So sad, such a bully. Why am I a bully? Oh, right, I see, because the adorable little lamb. I see, sorry. He had to die. I mean, he was in the wrong place, and I don't know how he got there. Well, I do. He hatched over time, but still. He made a mistake this day. Okay, let's just get all this gubbins gone. Oh yeah, I want to get all this mopped out, and then we can do the refinery build in a sec, which should be nice and easy, I think. It shouldn't be too hard. Lovely. So this is now a vacuum, which is good. So we're now working within the vacuum. I'm probably going to rip out all this crap. Stat. I've got like wires in the walls and stuff. Yeah, let's rip out this stuff. So it'll probably fall into the room, and I can open this airlock if I want. At the mechanised door. Get rid of all you. Get rid of all you. Get this as tidy as we can. And then we'll just put a little switch in here just to toggle this open. Eight cycles. That is fine. I'll do an ammo sensor or something. Fuck. I'll do an ammo sensor so I can do it myself, rather than sending a dupe up here repeatedly. You son of a bitch, Mex. What is your sub-goal? Yeah, I'm leaving the sub-goal off, guys, until we've done the marathon stream. I probably should have explained that. We'll leave the sub-goal off. I can't keep doing more and more sub-goals when we've not done the... you know, the last reward, if you want to call it a reward. So we'll do the marathon stream. It's going to be sometime this week. I will let you know on Discord. It might probably be over the weekend. Because it makes sense to do it on the weekend, I think. Maybe a Sunday marathon. We'll see. But I'll let you know close to the time. Officially. I would have liked to have got rid of that pump, but we'll just leave him in there. What's the worst that can happen? So we'll get all you put in. Like so. We are definitely a vacuum down here. Lovely. And get all this crap swept out. How much time until volcano explodes? eight cycles apparently. Yeah, that's what I was doing, Leppy, opening the doors. Yeah, that's why I was putting the automation in, mate. So we'll put some metal tiles and stuff in there in a minute, and I'll start laying the pipe work for what we're going to want. So let me just make sure we're up to scratch on critters. We need one more normal dude over there, and yeah, 2 more normal dudes. I think we're incubating a couple, aren't we? So that's fine. Lovely. Oh, rip. Okay. Still waiting on that being done. I want to get this done. Oh, the top vacuum. Said you wish you removed it as well. Just open the door and remove it. Alright. I was just going to pretend it wasn't there anymore, mate. That's kind of... I was just going to pretend it was fine. Alright, we'll go through. Can I get through? I can't really get through easily with a ladder. Well, I can. Put the first ladder there. Alright, I'm doing it. It'll be cleaner, I suppose. So, what we'll probably do, we'll have a body of liquid in here, above some metal tiles. So I might just need to nip out this tile for now. Might want to drop this down one. It's give me a bit more space. It should be fine. Should be fine. So we've not actually got all that much stuff, but we'll use a bit of tungsten. Use a bit of tungsten here. You're right, Leppy. You know what? You're right, okay? Because it would have bothered me. It would have bothered me if I'd not got rid of it. So I'm glad you actually did me a solid. You did me a good one. That was not the usual Leppy that I've grown to know. That was a different kind of Leppy, a helpful Leppy, a nice Leppy. He can stay. The other one? He's a cunt. He can go. I'm only kidding. I like every form of Leppy. Apart from the one that crashes my car. I wouldn't like that one. I'm not a fan of that Leppy. So much different than the chaos of my colonies. I'll give you a bit of a tour in a minute if you want, Fox. We've not got that much going on at the minute, but we're trying to get things a bit more stable. So for those of you that are watching that may not watch from the beginning, here is a brief tour. Okay. So first of all, here's the main base. All right. This is the main base. It looks a little bit like a penis slash chubby space rocket, but whatever. At the top here we've got our oxygen build. That's given us our oxygen. It's kind of a little bit broken, needs to be tweaked, needs a bit of love, but we slapped this together about 200 odd cycles ago, really, maybe 300 cycles ago now, so it's working well for us. It's given us plenty of oxygen. All we've got is our electrolyzer build that we normally do with some radiant pipes with some liquid going through it, and this liquid's being cooled way down here. Okay, where we've got double AETN build. We were lucky enough to get 2 AETNs next to each other. So what I decided to do was fill these up with hydrogen, have a little airlock system between them that sort of toggles off their conductivity on and off, and then it connects to this big massive plate of metal here. Okay, and behind this metal we've got some radiant piping, and in this radiant piping we've got the water for our geyser, for our electrolyzer build, and all this does is it circulates until it gets too cold, at which point it gets dumped into these tanks. Now at the moment it's a bit backed up because we're not using as much water as we will do later, so it just sits in here waiting really. But this water then runs back up to the base through these tanks and gives us our cold water basically, and then dumps back down here. And we're also doing a few other bits and bobs along the way, like cooling off our slime in this water and stuff like that. So that's the oxygen build. We've then got a couple of critter builds. So we're farming lots of hatches. We've got 2 lots of stone hatches, some here, and some normal ones either side as well. And they basically drop their eggs and their coal through these pneumatic doors here, which gives us coal and eggs dropping into this water. And also some of it drops in these mesh tiles. And that's so we can keep a supply of eggs for if we, like before, we let our supply die out a little bit, we can replenish the critters. Then we've got our mushroom farm that's kind of redundant now. We're not really doing much with mushrooms. We've not actually got that much food ready to go. We've got a lot of barbecue at the minute. But we've got 616 mushrooms sat in this room just chilling, that we can cook up later. And then we've got all the different rooms of the base. So we've got med bays, we've got a showering room, toilet room, individual bedrooms that I've not yet built. We should put plastic beds in here really. We've got our massage room, 2 great